This has been quite a trip, quite an adventure today. Taking it in stride. Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of Kate is Late. I'm your host, Kate. I am going to Hersheypark today, and everyone who has done any theme park touring, like myself, knows that you are supposed to get there for rope drop if you want to do anything, especially in the summer. It's June, so I'm running late. If I live about 2.5 hours to 2:45 away from Hersheypark, and so I would have needed to leave at 7. And as you can see behind me, it is 10:20. And I have my water clothes on because I was going to do a regular touring. I was just gonna go and tour the roller coasters and try and get as many in the morning as I could. But as the morning went on and I was still late, still packing, still making dinner for my husband. I like to make dinner before I go. I make Home Chef meals. Home Chef did not sponsor this video because I don't even technically have a channel yet, but maybe they will someday. And you can see from my very first videos that I used Home Chef. I really like Home Chef. Quick, easy meals that are relatively healthy. So I made dinner before I left, and I have ADHD, so it makes it a little more difficult for me to get up in the morning, to stay focused, to stay on task, to do things quickly. And so I took a little extra time this morning making dinner, and I also have a little handy dandy chore chart for myself that I give myself a sticker when I do my chore, and part of my reward is going to Hersheypark. So I did not complete everything yesterday, so I still needed to vacuum, but I'm heading out now. So this is the start of my Hersheypark touring blog, the first one I've ever done. So I pivoted from coaster touring to water park touring. Woo! And the reason I did that is because the water park opens later, so I will get a little bit more of a head start on the crowds. Not much, but the water park opens at 12, so I'm probably gonna be about an hour late to rope drop, but that's okay. We're gonna see how it goes, and you're gonna see me probably in a travel montage. Bye. Well, just another quick thought before I start my trip. I said in my first video, because this is my second ever, I said in the first video on this channel that I just needed to push the button. That's what I kept hearing, and on YouTube. I kept hearing on YouTube, just push the button, just start. And I think it's right, because this time it took me a lot less effort to get into the recording mode, to like prepare myself to record. It was like, it took a few minutes, but it wasn't what it was last time, so it's right. Just push the button. Well, it is 11 o'clock. And as you can see, I am still sitting in my driveway about to pull out. This is what we lovingly call the ADHD tax, the extra payment that you get when you have the disorder, the inconveniences. I am late because the park is now opening and I still have a 2.5 hour drive to go. But you know what? We are fun people. That's how we make up for it. So I'm still gonna have a lot of fun, and come and join me. Well, finally moving. I just spent about 45 minutes in bumper to bumper traffic, trying to find ways around it. The GPS rerouting. So that was an adventure. Good old 81. the whole point. I'm going up here for my, believe it or not, I am going up here to Hersheypark for my mental health. It's something that I'm learning to do for myself to have fun and get away for a day and not have any demands on me for one day. Enjoy that time alone, that solitude, doing something that I really love to do. I grew up going to amusement parks instead of the beach, like a lot of people did, a lot of kids. So I really love it. I really enjoy it, and I find a lot of peace when I go to an amusement park. I know that's bizarre to some people, but it is a wonderful place of solitude for me. I find peace and comfort and the feeling of being on a roller coaster and that weightlessness when your stomach goes up. Oh, it's so wonderful. It just feels so good to me. It's very comforting. And I know that that is so bizarre to other people, but I'm wondering if there's anybody else out there. If there is, if you are one of those people, leave a comment. Please tell me that I'm not the only one who feels comfort from a roller coaster. I say all of that just to say that I also love it when you're driving down a road and it's got these hills, because you get that same roller coaster feeling and it feels so good, and I'm so grateful for it. And I just wanted to mention that yeah, it really sucked that I was in bumper to bumper traffic, but when I took the back road around the traffic, I ended up going down these really beautiful back roads, and I got that roller coaster feeling, and it felt so good and so comforting. And you know, that's life, and I'm very, very grateful to God for giving me that even though there was a backup and it really sucked, I ended up getting something better out of it than I would have just driving on the highway like I am now. So, very grateful. Just wanted to say that with many words. I think as I make these videos, I'm going to learn how to have less words to say when I need to say. To say it a little more concisely. I have the gift of mercy that I've been given, and I think along with that gift, I tend to be very wordy, and I talk a lot instead of being concise like my husband is. He is very concise. I'll learn. I'll get there. Anyway, I'm going to travel the rest of the way by time lapse.
It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother to Facebook message or call me, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode, and everything is okay. I just want to play, unplug for the day, and live in the moment, 'cause I'm living life in airplane mode, yeah.
2:35. Finally here. I don't think you can see the park behind me, but I am so close to the front, which is fantastic. Look, you can see the reflection. That is so cool. Okay, I'm wearing these glasses because I don't really care if I get them lost in the park. I can finally get in there, put my bag in a locker, probably the free ones near Cup Fusion, because I'm probably only going to be at the park for about 2 hours, so it'll be free. There's a little tip for you. Maybe I'll make that into a short video or something. I don't know. I'm still figuring all this out. Ta-da! I made it! I don't even know if you can hear me because it is so loud here. Note the earplugs. I really enjoy wearing earplugs in the park because it is so loud. It is way louder than I'm used to at Busch Gardens. The music is not as pleasant either. It's usually just kind of pop music, which is okay. It's not so much a theme park, I guess, as an amusement park. Busch Gardens really leans into the theme with the music, and I enjoy that a lot. So anyway, very loud, Use earplugs all day. That's what I do. If you have anybody with auditory sensitivities like I do, bring some earplugs. Alrighty, I'm in the park and I dropped off my stuff at the free Cup Fusion locker. It's free for 2 hours, which is about the time I have at the water park, but that's all right. If you go over 2 hours, you will end up paying $5, but that sure beats the $18 that it costs to rent a locker at the boardwalk. So let's go on an adventure. There it is, finally. Here we are. Woo. Cold. Every wave is cold, cold, cold. It is packed. There you go. There's the ADHD tag again. It is totally packed here. That's okay. I'm still gonna enjoy it. Woo! I just got off of my first water ride. Well, first ride here today. It was White Cap Racer. Super fun. The line was super short. That was great. It is high capacity, so went really fast. Dude, for a water slide, it had some serious G's on one turn. What do you call that? Horizontal G's. And kind of tweaked my neck a little bit. I sound so old as I'm here at the splash pad. I'm an adult, but I know how to have fun. Dang. Now that is a splash pad. That is one awesome thing. Also, it's a good thing I have extra shoes in the car. That's well, there you go. East Coast Waterworks. In case you were wondering, adults absolutely can play on this, and it was pretty fun. The slides are definitely for little kids, so there's not a lot of water going down them, which means that you can get stuck if you are a full-size adult. Just the yellow one. No, sorry, the orange one. On the yellow one, I went down without getting stuck, but it was pretty slow. So, yeah, if you just want to cool down, get wet, have some fun, spray some kids, come on and do it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's I am now going to head to Rowan. And we're going to try and figure out how that works with a single rider, because there was a sign that said there must be 2 riders per round. So I guess I'm going to be riding Whirlwind with somebody. Let's find out. Okay, so I just did that guy, Whirlwind, on Coastline Plunge, and it was super fun. That is definitely the best one here that I have ridden so far. It was exactly like, I do not remember the name of it, but there is one just like that at Water Country USA in Williamsburg, and I am blanking on the name, but that is my all-time favorite slide at a water park, the one at Water Country, and this was very similar to it, maybe not exactly the same, but that first drop, that free fall, woo, so fun. I love it. It's such a good slide. Fun fact, you can only ride it with 2 people, not one. Like me, solo tour. So you're gonna have to wait in line for a buddy like I did. It took a little extra longer to wait for a buddy. But it was worth it. It was super fun. Yeah, I love it. Well, the boardwalk is now closed, and I am heading back to my car with some dry clothes. It's pretty fun. I know I would have had a much better time doing the water park if I had been on time, but that's part of the adventure, right? So that's part of the disorder as well. Adventure, disorder, you know, same difference. So I've got 2 hours left in the park, and I think I decided that I'm gonna try and ride as many things as I can in the last 2 hours to make use of my time, and then I am going to go get some food right at 7. We'll just see what's open. I want to use as much time as possible since I really only had about 4 hours here at the park total. I got a good ride in on Whitecap Racer and Whirlwind, and I rode 2 little slides in the playground, East Coast Waterworks. I explored it, I ran around. I kind of feel like I can check that off my list, and I really like that. Yeah, so this is, I guess I should mention that I've never had a season pass to Hersheypark before, so this is kind of a very new experience of me trying everything, seeing what I like, and figuring out the policies as well. Figuring out where everything is. I had never been to the, well, that's not true. I have never been to the boardwalk as an adult. I have been there, I think I was probably about 12 years old. So, I did not remember where everything was. There were new things. There was a lot to discover. So, a lot of what you will see me do is just discovering stuff. Just learning as I go, and learning how to vlog as well. Just an easy cut to the time. Yeah, I am just realizing that as I'm walking, the video is probably pretty shaky. So, see if I can stabilize it afterwards or not. I'm not sure. I'm figuring it out as we go. But I had a good time at the boardwalk, so yeah, that's my little check-in. Bye. Well, here's a great lesson for everybody. If you do use the free lockers by Cup Fusion, don't put your credit card in the locker. Keep it with you. Because when you try and open the locker, it will ask you for your credit card, which is in the locker. So I cannot open the locker without paying $5 because I got here after 2 hours. I mean, it's like 5 minutes late. So, yeah. I wasn't sure if this was gonna work. It did work on the water rides. You just put the phone in here. So next time, I will put my debit card in here with the phone and take it with me on the rides. But for now, I am going to have to go find guest services. Get my locker open. Or just find some very kind soul. We'll see, because my key is in there. There is no way I am going anywhere without getting that locker open. Well, this is fun. This has been quite a trip. I lost the sole of my shoe finally. So I am kind of limping a little bit on half of the shoe. I have a blister on the other foot. And I locked my stuff in the locker with no way to get it out. Not to mention being late. And all the traffic and road work. Quite an adventure today. But taking it in stride. A very, very nice locker attendant helped me get my stuff. So I am very grateful for that. And he did not ask me to pay, which was nice. Well, it is now 6. I wasted an hour getting to my locker and getting my stuff out, and then going to the car and taking care of the blister that I had on my feet. 2 blisters, one on each foot. So yeah, I have an hour left, and I am gonna try to get 2 rides and maybe, hopefully. Okay, I got Great Bear in. That was fun. So, that was me getting distracted by the fact that Super Duper Looper had no line. So I wrote it. And now I'm running to Candymonium, because that's my jam. I have to ride it before I leave. Okay, the park is closed, and I am just enjoying this bench. The thing about ADHD is we're always late, but we have the energy at night to get everything done, right? So we do things afterward. We try and cram it all in. So after the park closed at 7, which I did get 3 rides in. Yay! I got in Great Bear, Super Duper Looper, which had no line. Yay! And thank God. That was a nice little blessing. And then I got on Candymonium. So 3 rides in an hour. That was pretty good. I was really grateful for that. So now that the park is closed, I went up to the Pepsi Fast Fill and I got my drink. Season pass water drink. I wanted to get one of those today. So I did that, and I also really wanted to get a, what do they call it? An HP Go band. So the stand was still open. So I went up and got one. So I got that done in the off time, and now I am gonna go get some food. It was a good day. It was crazy, but it was good. And kind of fun. Doing my first vlog ever. I mean, I guess I recorded myself at home, but that doesn't count. This is my first vlog out in the real world. And yeah, went pretty well. So gonna go enjoy some food and probably check back in with you then. Best coaster ever! I am not eating at Milton's Ice Cream Parlor because it's closed. They saw through my ADHD scheme. Kitchen closes at 7, no exceptions. Blech. So, which is kind of funny because I did see some other places open in the park. When I went to get my Pepsi, I saw Nathan's. Nathan's was still open, so for some reason Milton's closes right on the dot. And I had already exited the park, so Panera it is! Yay! Alright, I got my Panera and I am heading home now. Final thoughts. That was an adventure, but it was fun. Definitely get there early. I specifically went on a Wednesday so that there wouldn't be a ton of people, and there were a ton of people. And I know it's just gonna get more crowded from now on, so definitely get there at rope drop if you can. It absolutely makes the whole experience better. In the evenings, I noticed that in the evenings too, things finally start winding down like about an hour before the park closes. I would think if I go to a theme park, I'm gonna stay until it closes. So I figured that most people will have that mentality, but they don't. A lot of people start leaving right in that last hour. So there were a lot of walk-ons, which was really nice. Candymonium still had about a 45-minute line, so I waited quite a while for that, but it was worth it. That's my favorite. I love the airtime. Ah, it's such a good ride. Now the long ride home. Thanks for watching this very long vlog. I'm probably gonna put up a shorter version of it, maybe the highlights, just to so that if anybody wants to watch me go to Hersheypark, they can see a shorter version of it that's not like 40 minutes, I think. I tried to stitch it all together in iMovie really quick while I was waiting in line for Candymonium, and I think it was like 40 minutes, so that's crazy. And I am learning. Thanks for watching. Whenever I watch a YouTube video, I always forget until somebody says something. So here I am saying something. Click the like or the subscribe down below. This is your friendly reminder because I always forget when I watch YouTube, and it helps creators. I know it does, so it's good to have the reminder. All right, thanks again for watching. Bye.